Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to be addressing one of the most potentially polarizing Pokemon out there, and possibly the racist one. Oh man, what am I talking about? Well, a while ago, the game theorist addressed a theory involving Jynx, and how Jynx was claimed to be a racist Pokemon. Today, I kinda wanted to do a video myself, talking about why Jynx isn't racist, what happened with it, and the whole theory and scandal surrounding Jynx. Jynx is one of my favorite Pokemon in the series just because of its dual typing being so estranged, and it's a pretty solid Pokemon to use, despite not being one of the best looking ones on your team.
Oh my god, Proto! That's really sexist of you.
Yes, I get it, comment section, thanks. Let's just leave the racism and sexism at the door until the end of the video. Then, you can comment down below what you think. So, without further ado, let's address Jynx. Please note that this video is in a non-scripted format, so let's begin with what ended up happening. In the early 90s, Carole, Boston, Weatherford, well, 3 names, pretty solid, a cultural critic, very similar to a cultural critic from these days, claimed that Jynx was a negative stereotype, a racial stereotype against African Americans. She compared this Pokemon to the story of the little black Sambo. And after comparing it, she talked about Mr. Popo and the Dragon Ball Z franchise as well. The complaints changed the Pokemon forever, and I feel that because of the complaints, it ended up not getting a lot of attention, spotlight, or even an evolution. Because why would you adapt another problem to this already controversial Pokemon? You can't remove it, can't technically remove it, that would just draw more attention to it. Instead, they changed it from black to purple, and that was that. Now, here's the issue. Most people would say, and look at the original Jynx and say, that looks like a black-faced Jynx. But something very odd about Jynx. Jynx has been related to multiple things, from an Onibaba to a geisha, but really, what inspired Jynx more than anything else is Ganguro. Ganguro is an alternative fashion that trends among the young Japanese women of the mid-90s. It started back then, and it's been seen even in September 2015. There are people still dressing in this way. And what it is these women distinguish themselves by a dark tan, contrasting makeup, liberally applied, and they also have big gobs of lipstick and long blonde hair. Sometimes. It just depends. Pretty much, they look very similar to Jynx. And a lot of people feel that this is what inspired Jynx. In Japan, I don't think there was an excess of African Americans in the 90s. They're an island. They're the Japanese. Besides business and work and things of that nature, there's not a massive reason for African Americans to migrate there. Why? It would be like the Japanese just suddenly being racist against Mexicans or Canadians. Why? There probably weren't a lot in their country. They probably didn't do anything against them, so it wouldn't really matter in the end. Now, maybe there was some kind of grudge being held by the personal artist or something, but again, I feel that it's just inspired by the Ganguro, or however you want to say it. At any rate, you have to kind of take in this subjectional evidence and realize, hey, maybe they weren't being racist. Maybe they just wanted to stereotype this new fashion style that was coming up. Because Game Freak has been known to use culture as a big inspiration for their Pokemon, citing Pokemon like Arcanine and Mawile. Culture influences this, not racism. For the early 90s, a game system that was released to play this game could only display roughly 2 colors. Later on, the Game Boy Color came out and helped that, but you have to imagine what people were thinking, like, oh man, this Pokemon's super racist because it's blackface. But in all actuality, it's just a Japanese trend that Americans had no idea about, because early 90s internet definitely didn't have resources that it does today, and I don't think this was a big thing affecting America's culture, or anyone else's culture, to be honest. So, personally, I'm erring on the side that Jynx was supposedly inspired by Ganguro, geishas, maybe the Onibaba even. Who knows? It could be a collection of so many cultural influences. But ladies and gentlemen, one thing is definitely true. Even though people accused Game Freak of being racist, claimed Jynx was blackface, they did change Jynx to not offend people. by turning it purple. And for that reason, Jynx may never have an evolution or even a mega evolution. But there's always Smoochum! Hope you guys enjoyed this theory, this video about this Pokemon, and I hope it inspired you guys to go ahead and do your own research about Jynx. You can find the truth yourself. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and I've been your host, Protomario. I'm signing out. Good gaming, and God bless. Thanks for watching my video and making it to the end. If you want to see my theories a day early, make sure to head over to my Patreon, where donators get a day early viewing of my newest theories. And follow me over on Twitter to see my updates about certain videos and access to some cool unlisted hidden content as well. If you don't have Twitter, I am on Tumblr too, so be sure to check out my videos on your preferred social networks or subscribe here on good old YouTube. I've been on YouTube for a while now, and I don't plan on going anywhere soon, so I hope you keep supporting me by liking the video and sharing it where you can on Facebook or Twitter or other forums as well. Thank you again for taking a bit of time out to support me, and I hope to see you here next time on Pokemon Theory. Please note that in all my videos, if I use images from Google, that I do not own any of those images, and all images obtained from Google are owned by their respective owners and copyrights. So please remember this when watching my Pokemon theories. Thanks.